Are you ready for a fall refresh in your makeup? I've got so many requests for a fall makeup tutorial, so today I'm getting my courage up and sharing how I'm doing my face. Hello ladies and welcome to Dress for My Day. My name is Kay and I'm 60 years old. I always like to say that, especially on these beauty videos, because this is not my forte, not my wheelhouse at all, but I do get requests to share beauty tips, to share a makeup tutorial, and so I'm just sharing what I've been doing lately. I've been getting a lot of compliments specifically on my lipstick and just how my lips are looking, really, and on my eyeshadow. And my daughter is amazed at how great my eyelashes are looking these days because she's grown up with me. She knows that I have had sparse eyelashes for years. Today's video is sponsored by City Beauty, and a lot of what I got going on here is thanks to them, and I'm so grateful. So I'll be sharing more about our sponsor as we go through this makeup tutorial. So when we start here, I've already done my skincare and we're going to jump into how I did this. All right, let's get started with the makeup. So the first thing I do when I start my makeup application these days is actually a City Beauty product. So let me just share with you that I love working with City Beauty because they are a pro-aging brand, and I will only work with pro-aging beauty brands. So that's just a given. But also City Beauty is trusted by over 2.2 million satisfied customers worldwide. They are 100% Leaping Bunny and PETA certified cruelty-free. So if that is something that you're concerned about, then that is a good thing about City Beauty. They only use really high quality products, and their products all address specific concerns of aging. So they're not trying to like make you look younger than you really are, just trying to make you look your best version of yourself as you age and you run into specific problems. So this line therapy is such a great product because what it does is it minimizes those lines. It's going to help with feathering of your lipstick. It's going to help create just a smoother appearance of really smoothing the appearance of your wrinkles around your mouth and the corners of your mouth. You know, as you get those little wrinkles going out from there, and vertical lines around your mouth also. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about a great deal that City Beauty is offering us. I use just a really small, like a little pea size amount. And you want to make sure that you apply it to your lips and right on the line of your lips, so like just outside of the line of your lips as well. And I just kind of rub it in with my lips as you do lipstick. Another great product I use for my lips from City Beauty is their City Lips Night Oil. And this night oil helps provide deep hydration for your lips overnight. So it helps to smooth the appearance of fine lines, and it also visibly adds volume to your lips. This has kept my lips so healthy. Like, my lips have never, ever, ever been this healthy. So I love this product. And of course, there are all the City Beauty lip plumping gels, and they are so great. Now I'm going to be showing you one of those as I use it later, but what I want you to know right now is that City Beauty is giving us a great offer this weekend. They are having a lip remix sale. The offer is a buy one, get one free on those 3 City Beauty lip products. So it includes the line therapy, the night oil, and the plumping glosses. You can mix and match all of that. You could get, you could get 2 night oils and one of them would be free, or you could get 2 of the lip plumping gels and one of them would be free, or you can mix it up. So you could get the night oil and the line therapy, and the lower priced one of those 2 would be free. You have to have at least 2 in your cart, and it's going to be the lower priced one that's going to be free. So you do the math, you kind of work it out, and you can get buy one, get one free. You're going to use code K50, K-A-Y-50, but you're only going to get that savings, like I said, with 2 or more in your cart. That is so generous of City Beauty to give us that great deal, and it goes through September 4th. It's today through the 4th, so be sure to take advantage of that. All right, so all of my other skincare is done, and the next thing I'm going to do is I am applying it's a primer, really, and I'm going to be linking all of the products in the description notes below, so just be sure to check that description box in the show notes, the description box, and you're going to see everything I use. But this is the primer. I think a primer is so important. I just take it, one little squirt, put it between my fingers, and put little dots all over my face, and then I just very gently rub it onto my face. This particular product adds some glow to my skin. It really smooths my skin and prepares it for the foundation. But it also, like I said, adds, you can already see it's a really pretty glow. In fact, you can actually wear this product by itself as well as just like a tinted moisturizer, and it feels good. It has skincare properties in it, so it keeps working for your face as you go through the day. The next thing I'm going to apply for our fall look. Now remember, I am not a beauty expert. I'm just doing what I do and I'm sharing it with you. But I do use a really good concealer under my eyes, just 2 little dots there, each on the corners. And then I take my beauty blender, a small little beauty blender. I think a beauty blender is so important. And I just bounce it into place. I apply it under the eye, and then I take the leftover product and go up onto the eyelid. Now I do have a magnifying mirror here that I use to just really go in and check and make sure I've got everything applied really well. So that's what I do with this, and it just really helps me because, you know, my vision is failing as we're getting older. A beauty blender just really helps for smooth application. The next thing I apply is my foundation, and I use brushes from BK Beauty, and I'll be linking all of these below too. Just 2 squirts of this foundation. Works really nicely. I go ahead and apply some all over my face like this, and then I just start brushing it in. The next thing I do is I bounce all over my face with my beauty blender. So important. Do you ever get somewhere and realize you look in the rear view mirror of your car or something and you realize you missed a step in your makeup? I hate it when I realize that I forgot to bounce all over my face with my beauty blender. It just makes a big difference. I can see brush strokes or fingerprints and things like that on my face when I don't do it. So I try to be really careful to make sure I remember to use my beauty blender and bounce all over. It really makes a huge difference in setting your makeup. Just really gives it a very, really polished look. So you don't want to skip that step. Now, while I let that kind of set, when I let my foundation set, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. This is one of those things. I have to have my eyebrows shaped. You can see I have really blonde, like white blonde eyebrows. Like you can't see them at all. They are there, and also they are pretty thin though. They're pretty scant. So I really have to make sure I line them. And really, this is one of the things that will really help you look, like I said, I'm not trying to make you look younger, but will definitely help you look your most youthful, is to have fuller eyebrows, give that sign of youth. So you definitely want to do that. I use a little putty here. You see that? It goes on like a little, cream, but kind of a thick cream. I use it on this little brow brush, this little application brush like this. And first, I generally brush my brows real good, just kind of get them going in the right direction. Okay, and then I'm going to take this brush and try to apply my eyebrows. It's always kind of hit and miss, especially when I'm doing it in front of other people. It makes me nervous. Okay, I think I did okay. So very good for me. So I've done my brows, and sometimes I'll apply a little bright brow gel to set them, but I didn't choose to do that today, so I'm just not going to do that. And I do probably usually go ahead and kind of make sure that they're in place. Just kind of brush them in place real nicely. You want to kind of brush and lift. There we go. Now, like I said, the foundation and the primer I'm using both have a lot of glow to them, which I love. I want it to look dewy and fresh, but just to set everything a little bit before I apply eyeshadow and blush, I am going to apply some powder. So here is my powder. It's just a nice little, it's actually a little matte, you know, a pressed powder, but I'm going to use a nice big fluffy brush to just kind of dab that on really. I don't want to dig into my makeup, just kind of dab it on and apply a nice little flat finish to get my eyeshadow and blush and everything on nicely. Next up I'm going to do is my blush, and I am using Rebellious Rose from Estee Lauder. So I have noticed that with the Rebellious Rebellious Rose blush, that it's very pigmented. In fact, all of their blushes are quite pigmented, and so a little bit goes a long way. So what you're doing when you add blush really is just restoring some of the color to your face. A makeup artist told me recently, like if you're going to wear a foundation, then you've got to add some blush, because the foundation takes all the coloring out of your face and makes it all one color. So you've got to put back in some color with some pretty blush, and you want to apply it in the places where you would naturally get a little sun if you were out in the sun for a little while. You're restoring those colors of youth. So I put it on my cheeks, and then I put just a little bit just on the bridge of my nose, and then over my forehead just a little bit, and maybe a little at my cheeks, at my chin. I do know my body parts. Okay, so I've got a little bit of youthful color back in my face. The next thing I'm going to do is my eyeshadow, and for the fall, since we're supposed to be doing a fall makeup, I am using this really beautiful little palette here. It is soft cashmere, and there are a lot of other palettes just like it, I mean in different color combos. This one works really nicely for my coloring. I'm going to take my flat paddle brush here, see that, and I'm going to apply this lightest color here. And I'm going to apply that on the base of my eyelid, from my, my eyelid right here, the rim, up to just above the crease. I have found that really, as I get older, I want my makeup to look like I have less on, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I put less on. I just want a less makeup look. And so I'm using really a lighter eyeshadow application than I was for a while. My next color I'm going to apply is this one right here. It's kind of the next darker shade. And I'm going to apply it just like above that little brow bone, or right on that brow bone, I guess, really, at an angle, and kind of swooping out towards, kind of up and out at the outside edges. And like I said, just a really light application. This shadow has just the lightest bit of shimmer in it. I kind of swore off all shimmer and glitter a few years ago, but recently I've decided I like a little shimmer, just not the glitter, but the shimmer, and I do like that. Now for the next color, I'm going to use that middle color there, the middle one, and I am going to apply it just a little bit in the crease, and then once again kind of up and out to get that lift, with this smaller little brush here too. Let me show you that. Actually, I think that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do much there. And then I'm going to take my blending brush. It's just a bigger blending brush and blend. And so really, I did not apply a lot of product there at all. Just blend up and out. And blending everywhere, blending is important. Blending in your foundation is important. Blending in your eyeshadow is also important. You want a seamless look. Airbrushed, that's the word I was looking for earlier. that beauty blender helps you get that airbrush look in your foundation, and blending here in your eyeshadow does the same thing there. So there's my eyeshadow. So I'm really liking kind of a lighter look these days. But I am adding some eyeliner. So I'm using the same brand of eyeliner as I did on the eyeshadow and the foundation and everything. Like I said, that's all going to be linked below. And I'm going to apply the eyeliner just to the top lid and kind of really thin on the inner part and then a little thicker on the outer part. You'll see. Okay, that's what it looks like right now. And then I'm going to take the other end of this eyeliner, has this little sponge tip so that you can blend. Blending, blending, blending. All right, so that's where we're at right now. And the next thing I'm going to do is mascara. And guess what? I use a City Beauty mascara also. It's called City Beauty Beyond Mascara. And it is one of only 2 mascaras that I will use at all. And it really is my favorite for adding a lot of volume to my lashes. My lashes are really fine, really tiny. I do use City Beauty City Lash Serum also, and it has helped my lashes grow significantly. I mean, my daughter is amazed at how much my lashes have grown. But this City Beauty City Beyond Mascara also really helps me out. Now you can see I've made a few little mistakes there, but I'm going to show you what to do about that in just a minute, because we all make mistakes when we're putting on our mascara, and I found that especially as we get older we do. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see older women make is not cleaning up the mistakes that we make with our mascara. So I'm going to show you what to do about that in just a minute. But first, we're actually going to move on to lips, and I'll come back to that. So I am going to line my lips a little bit. And remember, I've already used that lip therapy, so my lips feel really good and soft, and I'm kind of feeling the use of that, and I can feel like that my lips are really nice and smooth. So I'm just going to apply some lip liner to the outer edges of my lips. I want them to be nice and full. Full lips are going to be more youthful looking than thin lips, and as we get older, our lips do naturally get thinner. Wow, I mean, it's amazing how much better my lip liner goes on after using that lip therapy, that line therapy for my lips. I'm probably holding that upside down, but anyhow, so that's a great product, definitely worth trying out in their lip remix there. Now, I've decided that even though it's fall, that doesn't mean we have to go darker. I'm going to be wearing a lot of red, probably some navy. I still like to wear some light colors though, like beige and oatmeal and things like that. And I really like for my makeup to look pretty soft in the fall still. And so I am using really, I think it's called Rose de Vent. Not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think that's the color though of the lipstick I'm using. And it's a really nice, soft, pretty rosy color, but really kind of pale. Okay, but I'm not done, because you know what I'm going to apply next is a City Beauty lip plumper, and I think I'm going to go with their sparkling cider. I just think it is so lovely. It's kind of a deep sparkling brownish shade, and I've just found that it looks really beautiful over this Rose de Vent lip color. I mean, all of their sheer glossy shades go on so sheer, and the very touch of color. So adding that little bit of sparkling cider over this rose is, to me, it's just lovely, and I get so many compliments on it. So great little combo. All right, so there I am going to add just a little bit of powder, just powder the places that look a little shiny. And that helps to kind of blend my blush a little bit too, make sure I don't have any blush brush marks. All right, there's one more thing. I finished my lipstick, got all that done, but now there's one last thing, and that is I promised to show you how to correct those mascara mistakes that we all make, especially as we get older and we can't see so well. So I just take a Q-tip. Ladies, a Q-tip is a girl's best friend. And after it's dry, after that mascara is dry, then you just go back in there and you just take that Q-tip and it just picks up anything that is straggling. And I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing the way it will just pick it up. I also lots of times have little feathery lines out here on the creases of my eyes, and I just take my finger and kind of dab those, and also at my chin, and sometimes right at the corners of my mouth, and sometimes at my nose too. And I've just found if I take my finger and just kind of press that foundation in there a little bit, it sets it and it keeps it looking really smart. And I am done. So that is my fall beauty refresh. Not that different from what I was using in the summer, although like I said, I have changed eyeshadow palettes, and I've changed back to the Rebellious Rose blush color, and I have used that pretty new lipstick with the sparkling cider lip gloss from City Beauty. Don't forget to check out the great deal, the City Beauty Lip Remix offer, which is a buy one, get one free as long as you have 2 in your cart of their 3 lip products, of any of the 3 lip products. That includes their plumping glosses, the line therapy, and the night oil. All such great products. Let me know if you have any questions, but everything is linked down below. It's been a pleasure sharing my beauty look with you for fall. You know, I'm not an expert, just one girl here getting dressed for her day and sharing what I'm doing along the way. So I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. Keep safe and have fun, and I'll see you again next Wednesday.